Hello everybody. Welcome to another edition of David's Tech Haul, the series where I show off any recent tech purchases or gifts from davidswishlist.com. So getting started, item number one, I've talked about this so freaking much, you guys are probably sick of hearing about it, but I'm going to feature it anyway because I bought this on day one. Splinter Cell Blacklist for the Xbox 360. Now this goes without saying, but Blacklist is downright amazing. Probably the best Splinter Cell game I've ever played in terms of single player and yes, even multiplayer. Now I say even because you guys know where I'm coming from already. I absolutely freaking loved the Spies vs. Mercs multiplayer in both Pandora Tomorrow and Chaos Theory. So my expectations were so unbelievably high that I gotta be honest, I went in to this version a little disappointed because there are so many things that I miss about the classic modes. However, through playing for the past couple of weeks or so, that notion of thinking or whatever is no longer true because sometimes you just gotta say, David, the past is just that, the past. You gotta move on, you have to accept what is today and appreciate what is today. And that is the Spies vs. Mercs multiplayer in Blacklist. And guys, honestly, it kicks ass. I love it, especially the classic mode. Now, if you are playing this, please keep in mind you have to play the classic mode. That is just so important. You have no idea, especially if you're coming from Chaos Theory and Pandora Tomorrow. The Blacklist modes are good, such as Extraction, Uplink Control, and even straight up Spies vs. Mercs Blacklist mode. There's a difference. Spies vs. Mercs Classic is very dark and very difficult compared to Blacklist because it heavily relies on shadows. But in Blacklist, some of the lights are turned on. Yes, there are shadows here and there, but it's not nearly as difficult, in my opinion. And with Blacklist modes, you have, power-up for your suit. You have extras. You can carry different gadgets. Where in Spies vs. Mercs Classic, you have exactly what Ubisoft gives you from day one. Just, flashbangs, an EMP grenade, smoke grenades, and sticky cameras. As spies anyway. And then Mercs, you get frag grenades, which you now throw instead of shooting, and you get proximity mines, which is pretty cool, obviously. Alright, so that is all I'm going to say about Blacklist, because you guys know very well that I could make an entire video about this game. I'm loving it that much. The multiplayer is so incredibly unique. Just check it out, please. At least give it a shot. So putting that aside, maybe I'll make a whole video about that soon in terms of the multiplayer. But we'll see. My schedule is actually very busy lately, so it depends if I have time. Alright, next item is this little guy. Yes, a Tron light cycle. Now, this was bought for me over at davidswishlist.com. But unfortunately, I don't know from who. From whom? Which one's correct? However, I gotta say, whoever bought this for me, thank you so much. This was actually inspired by Saints Row 4. Not the actual item, but my wanting it was inspired by Saints Row 4. Because if you watch my first impressions video that I uploaded a couple weeks ago on the release date of Saints Row 4, then you probably already know that I loved the Tron mission. I quote Tron because for branding purposes, they can't, I'm sure, say Tron and license. Tron? Did I just put a D on Tron? You guys know what I'm saying. Basically, there was a mission in the game with the light bike or light cycle, whatever you want to say. I've seen people say multiple things. Personally, I like light cycle more. It sounds cooler. So that mission / gameplay mode inspired me to put this on my wish list, and somebody bought it for me within like 2 days. So whoever it was, thank you very much. Now this does actually light up and make sounds. Isn't that cool? You can barely see it in the light, but maybe I'll throw in a clip or two of this at nighttime so you guys can get a better idea. But hopefully, from what you can see in the video, the attention to detail is not bad at all. I'm actually very impressed. And of course, this isn't something I'm, going to be playing with on a daily basis. This is something that immediately went up on my Gamer and Geek shelf because I love things that just sit there and look good in my office. I've always been a fan of showing off little trinkets and gadgets and toys and stuff. But anyway, again, huge thanks to whoever who made this possible. I greatly appreciate it. Alright, so putting the Tron light cycle aside, next up, let's get back to video games. This is Catherine for the Xbox 360. And yes, it's still in the plastic because this just arrived yesterday. Well, 2 days ago as of watching this video. And this was nicely sponsored by a longtime viewer of mine named CJ. So CJ, thank you so much for this. I greatly appreciate it. You can check out his YouTube link right below. Now, in terms of this game, I'm not really sure what to expect going in. I mean, obviously, I know it's a puzzle game, but honestly, this whole unique sex appeal / comedic factor alone sold me, because I've seen people talk about this on Facebook actually recently. I mean, I don't know if it's insanely popular, but it feels like it's one of those cult games where people just love it so much, and it has its little niche communities going on. So I was like, you know what? It's $20, so why not throw it on my wish list? It's not too expensive, so that's just what I did, and CJ was nice enough to buy this for me within like a few days of adding it. So again, CJ, thank you so much. Now, for those looking for a preview of this game, a quick thing on the back says, Vincent is trapped in a nightmare, facing a choice of marrying his longtime girlfriend Catherine, with a K, or moving on to the incredible blonde he just woke up next to, named Catherine, with a C. Hence her on the cover, the blonde. The worst part is, if he makes the wrong choice, he could end up dead. And then it says, by the screenshot, hang out, drink, send texts, and watch the story unfold through full HD cinematics. And guys, just do a YouTube search on this, and guaranteed within minutes, you'll find some kind of quirky / sexual clip. Because this is rated mature. It is violence, blood, sexual themes, partial nudity, strong language, and use of alcohol, which is awesome because I love when game developers really push the boundaries and they're not afraid to include some sex here and there, some drugs here and there, and some over-the-top violence. So this definitely seems like my kind of game. So putting that aside, let's get to the last item of David's tech haul for this edition. And this is also from CJ. Seriously, CJ, thank you so much. Your generosity is amazing. This is a Portal 2 shower curtain, Aperture Laboratories, it says. Now, I'm not going to open it right here, but through the power and magical editing of Final Cut, for my longtime viewers, you know what I'm saying, you should be seeing a shot of the shower curtain hanging up right now, because honestly, I've had the same freaking shower curtain from Christmas time up since last November or mid-December. And guys, honestly, it's time to take it down. Even though Christmas is just a few months away, I do realize that, but I think this is my perfect excuse to finally show off my love for Portal, because I am a huge fan of Portal and Portal 2, especially Portal 2. If anybody hasn't played Portal 2 out there, I highly encourage you, download it, buy it, wherever you get your games, you know, through digital or an actual retail store, such as GameStop or online through Amazon. Check it out. It's definitely not $60 anymore. It's probably $20 or $30. I mean, even on sites like eBay. I mean, if you like games and you like puzzles and you like quirky storylines, definitely check out Portal 2. You will most likely not be disappointed. So again, huge thanks to CJ for sponsoring the shower curtain, as well as Catherine. I greatly appreciate it. And huge shout out as well to whoever bought this for me, the Tron Light Cycle. And shout out to myself for buying this for myself, Splinter Cell Blacklist for the Xbox 360. Amazing game. Check it out. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this edition of David's Tech Haul. Again, this is just my way of thanking everyone for their support of generously donating all these awesome gifts. And it's also my way of sharing my experiences with tech items, video games, all that good stuff, and hopefully give you ideas of stuff you could buy for yourself or for loved ones or friends or whoever for the upcoming holidays, birthdays, or anything for that matter. So thank you so much for your continued support, guys. As of watching this video right now on Friday, I should be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, riding a scooter with Wawa Mama. Yes, we're actually doing scooter rentals for 2 hours. So that should be a lot of fun, and we'll be in Lancaster up until Sunday. So definitely expect an awesome weekend vlog. And that video should be out by Monday, depending on my work schedule and how busy I am. But I'm going to do my best to get that edited right away, even though I'm getting home Sunday. You guys know me. I'm dedicated to my work and getting out videos for you guys as soon as possible. And that's just what I love doing. So thanks again, guys. Your continued support is amazing. Seriously, each and every one of you is awesome. And if you did like this video, please click that like button. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you in my weekend vlog. Peace.